How do I let go of my regrets? Hi, Rick. The last contact I had with my affair partner was 13 months ago. I've gone through tons of recovery work, including Hope for Healing, EMS Online, and individual counseling. My husband's very passive-aggressive. I did the heavy lifting in it all. I'd send him any text or email I had with any man. I'd even tell him any conversation or feeling I had for any man. He appreciated this and shared on our EMS Online call how this helped him feel safe. I still miss the affair partner and feel very alone in my marriage. We have children, and so we push on. My husband's unemployed and we're broke. Recently I discovered that someone gifted us $100 and my husband blew it. He also had a hidden credit card that he racked up debt on. I also caught him watching sensual music videos, and he claims that he's been doing that since my affair was discovered and was quite defensive when I caught him. What gets me at this time is I've been honest, and he said he was so thankful, only to be lying to me behind my back through it all. I wonder sometimes if my whole life will be washed up in regret from staying with this man who has already gotten the best of my youth and of my fertility. I believe it was Viktor Frankl who said between stimulus and response, between any event that happens negatively and how you respond, there's choice. And choice is what you have to look at here. You're either going to choose to see yourself as a victim of what's happened, his bad behavior, his lack of motivation. I mean, it's almost like it's really easy to find and blame somebody else for what's happening in my life, finding co-conspirators who are going to sit there and support me and agree that, yes, this is horrible what he's doing. And I agree it's horrible what he's doing. Obviously, you have worked really hard, and the sad thing is he's not choosing to follow, at this point, it seems, from what you're describing, the same path that you've taken. But you also have a choice ultimately to be a victor and to rise above and to transcend even him, so that your wholeness, your completeness, your life isn't dependent on what he does or what he doesn't do. That ultimately you get to be responsible for you and honest with yourself about how you are and how you want to be. Because the story you want to tell through this is how, in spite of the fact that you made a mistake, you did these things and you grew. And even when he was like this, I still built something in my life that I'm really proud of. Suffering is really hard. I do believe that. And I hate that you're there. Being able to forgive him, forgiveness is only for the brave. It takes a lot of courage to be able to do that. I hope that he does take responsibility, but you really don't want to focus on the unfairness or the injustice of this, because ultimately, whatever you focus on is going to capture you. So you intentionally are going to have to focus on what you're grateful for. You're going to focus on what you're proud of in terms of your own growth. You're going to have to set goals for yourself in terms of your own growing. You've done a great job at doing that. From what I hear, you've already done Hope for Healing, you've done individual counseling, you've done a lot of work. Don't stop there. But I would advise, don't focus on the unfairness or the injustice, and because that's only going to lead you to regrets and to resentments. And it's hard because I understand it's not fair, but you want to be able to say, in spite of the fact that it was difficult, I was still able to do this. So this is really a part about transcending where you've been. Hopefully he has enough integrity to come along with you. And I don't know what happens if you continue to heal and he doesn't. It may be at some point, even with the kids, that it's not something that could work. Stay mindful, stay in the moment. Speak your truth. Hopefully, again, he's going to begin to take responsibility. He may never do it as you did it, But don't focus on that piece. If you can find anything good in how he's responding, at least try to stay focused on those things. And at one level, you can transcend and you can be the victor rather than the victim in this situation.